Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh!
Oh. Hey, what's going on?
Honestly, so true. Oh, hello.
Hey, what's up, man? How's it?
What's up, man?
How's it going? How you been?
Hey, I've been great. We'll just cancel that little conversation we were having beforehand.
No one needs to know. No one needs to. Hey, no
Oh
one needs.
man,
No one
some
needs.
heated topics being
Oh.
discussed right then and there. My goodness, that
I
was
like.
a side of bread I've never seen before. That was actually kind of crazy.
I love this sort of like gaslighting approach you've now started to adopt. It really is. It's fun, right? It's fun to gaslight.
I think that's a funny word you're using. But yeah, man,
What do you mean? That's a funny word I'm using. What the?
I've just never heard that word before.
That is wow. That's impressive. That
Yeah, man.
is that is an impressive level of gaslighting if I've ever seen one right there. Who me? Never.
Never.
I would never do such a thing.
There he goes, making up words again.
There he goes, just being a little funny guy. Let me actually.
That's not bad.
Well, I'm starting our super chat goal. It's gonna be called Unhinged Comments and the Lessons We Learned from Them. So,
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Alright.
there was an unhinged comment that was posted a little while ago that made me go, huh. That I definitely would like to continuously add, so
Nice.
absolutely. And so I went ahead and set that up there, but oh my gosh, it has been a couple of weeks. I'm so glad to see everyone
Dude.
again and hang out and chit chat
Yeah, man.
and talk and yeah, because we have not been here. We've been on a summer break, I guess, is the what
Yeah,
we
man.
describe.
We had fourth, where you went on a little vacation,
Mhm.
and then immediately afterwards, I was dying.
Yeah, that was
basically.
yesterday. That was the week prior. You were like,
Correct.
I'm eepy, and I was like, yeah, we can.
I was literally like sitting down, and then as I sat down, I
Mhm.
went, "Uh-oh."
How's your sleeping schedule been?
It's fixed now. I wake up at like 7. I go to bed at like
7 in the morning or 7 in the
Yeah.
evening?
No, I'm not a fucking
Gotta-
vampire.
Dude, you gotta ask. You gotta ask. I have.
I wake up at
I have
0700.
I have absolutely no idea. I have absolutely no idea or no way to like actually measure that metric. You know what I mean? Of like, what is normal, especially in the streaming world.
I wake up at 0700.
Mhm.
I'm bright eyed. I probably lay in my bed for about like an hour,
Mhm.
and I check all of my notifications. So I go through everything. I go through my
Mhm.
Twitter. I go through my YouTube. I go through my email.
Mhm.
I go through all that shit. And then
Mhm.
once I've done that, like right before like my 8:30 alarm goes off, because that's when I'm supposed to wake up.
Mhm. Mhm.
I get up and I go wash my face. I get all cleaned up, and I go get a big cup of water,
Mm.
and I immediately set it aside because I grab a can of NOS
And I go, yuck.
and I crack it open and I start working on
Ew,
something.
that's gross. Why would I drink that? That came
Hold
from
on.
that came from the ground. Ew.
I drink one NOS,
Okay.
and then the rest of the day is my big
Jug of water.
Yeti cup of water. And I
Nice.
drink that. I fill that up so much that my roommates frequently comment about how much water I drink.
This is why I don't live with roommates, because I don't want to be judged in my own fucking house. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, my roommate was like, "Oh my god, I'm so proud of you," and I did like a double take because I was walking downstairs. I looked back and I went, What do you mean?
What are you getting
like,
at?
You drink so much water, like way more water than anybody else. I'm so proud of you." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up."
Dude, don't fucking
Grab
embarrass
my
me
water,
like that.
wander back downstairs. I was like, don't compliment me like that.
What do you mean by that? I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop.
That's right.
You're
You gonna talk shit about something else I do? What is it?
You're clearly not talking about Momo, because she would just shove you down the stairs.
Correct.
Hey, you
She
love
wouldn't
water
do
so
that.
much, then just shoves you right down the stairs.
See if you could swim. And I go, what? As I fall down the stairs.
I don't don't get it. Why did you say that there's no water down here?
What did I do wrong?
As you're like falling down the
Lay
stairs.
down on the ground, Peter Griffin pose at the little corner turn.
Jesus Christ.
And I lay there for like 6 minutes until the cat comes over. And then I crawl back to my fucking room.
That sounds like a great wake up, honestly. Great wake up ritual.
I'm glad you agree.
I do need to drink more water. I think we all need to, but
It's good for you, baby.
yeah, no shit.
I don't know if you know that though. Like,
I'm rolling my eyes. I'm fucking rolling my eyes. Just
you're always busy with like so much work stuff.
I'm
So
pointing
there's
at
some
this
things
guy.
that probably like slip through the cracks.
He
you know?
drinks water for like 1 week and he thinks he's like the fucking guru on water now. He's just like, hey guys.
I'm a bit of a health expert. You know how much calories is in water?
Yeah, you always hate that friend that just, decides they're gonna make some change in their life. So they get a gym membership and they start working out. It's like week 1. They're probably gonna quit after week 2, but the middle of week 1, they're like, hey man, it's not
telling you what not to do.
Yeah,
Like,
man. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
They're like, dude.
Badass, brother. I appreciate it.
Dude, it's habit building. It's a lifestyle. You gotta really just go in there. You gotta make it work, man. Make it work.
It's a life. That's crazy.
And
man.
then
I had no idea.
And then at the end of that second week, they don't step foot in the gym again for another 3 fucking years.
Correct.
And you're just like, yeah, whatever.
Like, what's up, man? What happened? I just got busy. I just,
But yeah, you know how it is, dude.
Well, all right, man.
Whenever I do some positive shit in my life, I don't like to brag about it because I know for a fact my brain is gonna be like, you're done with that now, and I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Oh, dude. I'm always afraid to brag because I know karma's waiting to like fucking sucker punch me. The moment I'm like, I'm doing great right now. Karma's like, oh yeah, your leg doesn't work, and I go, what? and I'm laid out for like 2 weeks, unable to walk upstairs.
Dude, the one thing I brag about is how clean my room is. It's still clean. I'm maintaining.
I need to clean my room more.
I'm maintaining the fuck, dude. This space, it feels so much better now that I've cleaned it, and I think it's been clean for like maybe like a month now. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Although we may be looking to move out soon. And
really?
Potentially maybe get some real estate, So hopefully we'll see what happens.
Damn.
We saw a place, we liked it. Well, right now it's just like with everything that's going on, TM, I just don't know, I just don't know. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. I don't know if this is the right thing, but also I'm like, yeah, fuck it. If money doesn't exist next year, who fucking, I'm gonna stay in the house. I'm gonna get a fucking gun, and then I'm gonna be like, try and take this house back.
Correct.
Tired.
Go on, motherfuckers. I triple dog dare you.
The bank's gonna be like, we're here to collect on your loan, and you're like, what loan? Money doesn't exist anymore. We're in the Mad Max times now, and yeah, this is now my fortress. I've fortified over here. This is what we're gonna do.
I double dog dare you.
Well, I mean, I
turned my home into a graveyard for federal agents.
Houses. Not real. Trying
to find out, pussy.
Please. Mr. YouTube sitting there and looking at his watch going, oh yeah?
Fingers interlaced going, I see. New to the channel.
Looks at the lever and just like, pew, let's get ready to shut down. Look, man, I don't know. I like to imagine that in 10 years time, you're going to be making you'll have more value in your house than you do today. That's the hope, right? But I don't fucking know. Interest rates are kind of
hope, Maxon.
Dude, I don't know. Because part of it is like, on one end, I'm just tired of running and dealing with someone who's like, hey, we're going to come in your house. And you're like, please don't. And you're like, too bad. And then they're going to just do it anyways,
everything around. You go, you fucking asshole.
Well, I mean, there's like this weird between where like no one's buying because interest rates are too high, but the interest rates are slowly dropping. But so like, and then the Fed right now is kind of folding their arms because the Fed, like before all this like tariff madness fucking happened, the Fed was on, like, they raised the interest rates to curb inflation, and then they started dropping it. And so they were like, yep, we're looking good. Inflation's been under control. We're dropping it a half point. We're dropping it a point. You know, job record's looking good. We're going to keep dropping it. And then these stupid tariffs happen, and the Fed's like, I don't know what the fuck is going to happen now. So we're not moving.
Oh, it's all chaos. Good
Yeah,
luck.
they're like, yeah, we're not going to drop the interest rate. And El Presidente right now is just being like, well, what the fuck, man? Why not? And they're like, because I don't know what the fuck you're doing, dude. I don't know what the hell is happening,
man.
So,
I can't predict the future.
yeah, so
I really wish you would.
yeah, exactly. So I'm assuming interest rates probably will not be dropping for the next at least 4 years, you know, maybe at this point. Who knows what the hell's gonna happen, man? Who knows what the hell's, but I'm like, you know what? We could probably afford to get a house now, and we'll do it. And if you know, Florida goes to hell, we'll sell the house and get the fuck out of Dodge. You know, yeah, I have no idea what's gonna happen in Florida either. You know what I mean? Like, Florida's getting a little weird. It's getting a
How
little
weird are we talking?
like alligator Alcatraz weird. Like, you're like, when
Oh, is that in Florida?
yeah, man.
Oh.
People were calling it alligator Alcatraz, and I was like, that's a silly name for a stupid, inhumane thing to do. And then they started putting the official state sign up that says alligator Alcatraz, and I'm like, I hate this state. I hate this fucking state. I hate the state. I hate what we've become. I'm losing my goddamn mind. I'm losing my goddamn mind over here. Fucking hell, man. God damn. So
Sorry, brother.
My issue, we're not going to get too political today, chat, but my biggest issue with all of this is the lack of humanity that we seem to have adopted. Is, you know, the BBB, that big beautiful bill passed, and you know, it's with tax cuts that help my business, actually. You know, I as a small business, let's say short business, as a small business, I've been benefiting from these tax cuts. I would happily pay more taxes if it meant we were showing humanity to other people again. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Is we seem to have adopted a lack of humanity, and it is harming our souls. It's harming our fucking souls, man. God damn.
There is a lot of I am focused purely on me,
Mhm.
and I do not give a shit about anybody else, my fellow neighbor included.
I would even be okay with that if we were just like, you know what, I'm just gonna focus on me and you do you. I would be okay with that, but it's not that. It's like, I'm gonna focus on me and I'm gonna make your life a living hell for some reason, you know. And it's just like, Jesus fucking Christ. It's scary out there. It's a fucking nightmare. So
Yeah, man.
we'll see what happens. I keep saying this. It feels like we've been going through this for years now. It's been 6-7 months now. What are we doing? You know? Oh,
Time really is an abyss. It's kind of nutty.
Yeah, and we'll be talking more in depth about that during our Inside the Dumpster segment, where we'll talk a little bit more about that. We're gonna get raw, we're gonna get real in the Inside the Dumpster segment, and you can be a part of it as well by joining our patreon.com/dumpster delvers. If you join our $10 tier, you get access to the after show, where we kind of just let it fly. We just kind of let it fly. We talk about whatever, we say whatever. We don't worry about what YouTube or Twitch has to think about it. We let our freak flag fly. And we also have a video show that we do with the Inside the Dumpster if you are part of the $20 tier. And thank you to everyone who has joined our Patreon. Really and truly, the support has been astounding.
You guys are badass.
It's been paying off the Crown DM's credit card debt.
Correct.
Which has been awesome. He's at the 4 digits now. Is that correct? Still
Yes,
4
sir.
digits? Still 4
Yes,
digits?
sir.
That's what we like to hear here. That's what we like to hear. Hell yes. We're doing things. We're making.
Life's been great, man. That's what I was.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying earlier. It's badass.
Life's been pretty good for you.
Yeah. I'm
From Go
I'm
for
working
it.
on Starfinder stuff.
Yeah.
I'm my credit card debt's being taken care of.
Good.
This is probably one of the years where I felt the most financially stable,
Mm-hmm.
which is a very rare feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, I'm feeling great. The only thing I want to do now is I want to get back into running games. So
Oh, that's good. I want to do the opposite. So that's awesome, man. That's really cool.
I fucking hate hardcore. I'm so sick.
No,
and tired of it.
I like running games. I really do, but it does. I'm discovering it takes a lot out of my time, and I'm working on with other projects that I really would like to focus and work on. Ideally, I was talking to Masay about this the other day. I think I want to get to a point where I'm running one game a week, and then that's it.
Brother, that's how I do it.
I
used to look
love
at
to
you
do that.
running fucking 5 games a week,
Mhm.
and I was like, he is a psycho. This is an Icarus.
Yeah.
Flying too close to the sun, and then
Well, I've been shortly
keep it
cutting
back.
back. I've been shortly cutting back. You know.
Yeah, that's great.
I remember I was running like during the second phase of IO. I was specifically asking like you know where the what I specifically was doing was I was running like 4 to 5 games a week, and I might have even had at 1 week had a 6th. I'm gonna say 5. I'm gonna say 5 was the most I had run during 1 week. And I was like, fuck this. The problem is when you're running that many games, people seem to enjoy them. People seem to enjoy watching them. As a designer and artist, I feel like the games could have been a higher quality if more time was put into them. And so,
do you think it was a quality over quantity type situation?
What you talking about? What you talking about?
Do you think that having so many games kind of like
cut into the quality? Absolutely.
I was trying to think of a less.
No, I mean, I think so. I mean, people seem to enjoy the games. No one, I have never received a comment from a viewer or anything like that. And yeah, so it's just a thing that I really wanted to. Yeah, I don't know. It's really hard to answer that question.
I would kind of retract my question because I think there's a lot of the things that I've seen a lot in your Discord, especially, have been people reminiscing a lot about your game.
So that's what I was gonna say. I've never had someone who go like, this game kind of sucks quality wise. You know what I mean? Like it's garbage. It's hot garbage. You know, no one said like the quality is low. People seem to like it. Different players been like, hey, games are kind of suck it as late, man. You know, or like in a nice, polite way. You know what I mean? But as a designer, I see where things could be better. I can kind of see the cracks. I can, you know, and I'm happy that we were able to like kind of patch that up a little bit. You know what I mean? But yeah, like for me personally, like I'm like, oh, this I would have loved to have spent more time on this. I would have loved to like really get that together. And if I'm not proud of the product, I'm not happy with the product. Period. You know, I'm not. I will just not be satisfied with. I won't be satisfied with just being like, yeah, we did a session. Like, I always want to try and find a way, like, how can we elevate the game? How can we increase the quality? What can we learn from this to make it better? You know, always strive to be better. And I think that's just the key thing. So for me, I feel like with phase 3, quality has been better because I've been running fewer games, you know, and I would very much like to continue that track, but also with, you know, working on books and kind of focusing more on a design option. For me personally, I would like to just run one game. I just would love to get to a point to run one game a week. And
I love running just one game.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh, it's so relaxing.
Well, the problem is, like, you know, I get my money off of YouTube. You know, and so if my YouTube if I'm producing, if I'm underproducing, then YouTube doesn't make as much money, and that's my living, you know. And that is the content creator trap, where you kind of get into a flow and you're like, okay, I'm making a living, I'm doing XYZ, but like, if I cut back, how much is that going to cut into revenue? How much is that going to cut into money making? And that's always the balance. And also Patreon, you know, I genuinely don't know who is there for the homebrew and who's there for the YouTube games, you know. So it's a tricky balance.
Oh, that's a little bit of a that's a little bit of like a scenario to be in.
Yeah, you don't know. So I mean, and a lot of that is you kind of have to like slowly put your foot in the water and be like, okay, I'm going to run 2 games a week. I'm going to run, you know, I'm running 3 games a week. Okay, I'm going to run 2 games a week. I'm going to run 1 game. We had a person, not calling anyone, I'm not going to say their name. We had a person in our Discord who was like, hey, does anyone notice like Brett's running like fewer games? And I'm like, brother, I'm running 3 games a week right now. Like 2 of them is like active and live right now. Like, is that not enough for you? Like, holy shit. It's very interesting because I will get people who say I run too many games, they can't keep up and they don't want to watch me anymore. I get people who then
interesting,
but then I also get people who complain I run too little games now because I'm apparently abandoning IO and they don't want to watch me anymore. So like there really is no fucking winning, you know. You've got one, and at the end of the day, yeah. Well, I you know what comment I'm talking about, that really unhinged dude that was in our in the Twitch just because I made the announcement I wanted to move to like pre-recorded games.
Oh my god, that dude,
yeah, and they were just like, he's fucking shooting himself in the foot and ruining his career
for him.
Yeah, and I'm just like, cool, man. Thanks for coming back a year later to tell me you're still pissed off. Oh, well, I mean, it's at the end of the day, you do what you got to do, and then let the data decide. You can't let people tell you what's going to happen. You know, you kind of have to work all that. You know.
You want to know what my favorite kind of scenario was or moment was with the games?
Please.
So I've thoroughly enjoyed all of the games that I've been in. I might not like 5th edition as much, but I do often enjoy the parties that I am a part of.
Right.
The parties really fucking sell it. What I really enjoyed was seeing this kind of rewriting of history where I noticed in like the earlier episode, like episode 1 and 2 of like Paw Patrol, there were a lot of people who were like, I don't want to watch this. Like, I don't care. I'm gonna go. Tell me when Shadows Breach is back. Blah 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 blah. Then like, I want to say like 10 episodes in, there's this weird kind of flip that happens where suddenly everybody's like, dude, Paw Patrol's fucking hilarious. Like, oh my God, I regret not watching it from the beginning. And it was a lot of that I was saying. And I think that was probably one of my favorite kind of moments that happened with our games was a lot of naysayers at the beginning. And then they see our funky little cats and they go, wait a minute, it's peak. I want to watch it all. Where is more of it? By the way, have you talked at all about what you've been showing us?
Briefly. I mentioned it once or twice. So the I don't mind talking about it. So at some point in time, I haven't decided when I'm going to do it. Because
this isn't the first one. Like,
correct. We're kind of building a stockpile. So for those that don't know in the IO sphere, first of all, we're very close to 100,000 subscribers. We are at a little over 97K, which is great. And we are at track, fingers crossed. If it happens, it happens, but we are on track to reach 100K this year, which is a huge accomplishment.
That's massive.
It's a big accomplishment. We'll get a play button that says World of IO on it. It's gonna be great, and it's gonna be a channel that I'm proud to have gotten 100K for, because we've been doing this for a little over 5 years now. So I'm very excited that we're getting to that point and we're getting the recognition that I do feel like we deserve. At the same time, though, in the background, you know, one of the things that I wanted to start doing, as a lot of D&D channels have started doing, because we have more of a budget for it, is now animated shorts. So we've got about a stockpile, I don't know, about 4 to 6 shorts right now. And I don't know if I want to, I'm trying to figure out when I want to release it. Because originally, the idea was we were going to start releasing them when we started Deadbeats up. So when Deadbeats started back up, I wanted to start also pushing out shorts, sort of this new chapter of IO, where we're going to have some pre-recorded campaigns that we're now premiering. We're going to do some live shows. We're going to do all that shit. And then we're going to have some animated shorts. But then also a part of me is kind of like, maybe we'll wait until 100K. So either 100K or when we begin Deadbeats, we'll probably start. And I don't know how often we'll do it. It'll probably be like a once a week or once every other week thing, because it does take a minute to get these animated shorts out. But they've been peak. They've been really fucking good.
They're amazing.
Bird's been animating shorts for us.
Oh my god,
the turnaround time's been great. I'm having them work on one for Devil's Due right now. So yeah, it's exciting, and so I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to releasing those because they've been super good and they've been hilariously funny. I know they're gonna do very well for the channel, and it's something that we're gonna continue to do. But I'm waiting until I honestly am. I think I'm gonna wait until we are at 100K, so that when people get the animations, like, oh, and then they see the 100K and be like, oh yeah, this is a big fucking D&D channel. We're gonna go. I want to subscribe, you know, because I think a lot of of it was that. Yeah. So it is a lot. A lot of that is psychology, where you just kind of have to be like, where you have to just kind of have to do your best. You know what I mean? So it's just figuring out the best way to do it. And then once we get Deadbeats, a lot of people have been asking when Deadbeats is happening, because I know we're in July. We still haven't had a date for Deadbeats. I think we're
what do you mean?
Like the pre-recorded, like releasing the pre-recorded, because right now it's early access for. It's out for YouTube members on IO and Patreon in early access. But it is not publicly available yet, because we're waiting for the entire series to be recorded. Right now, they're in a pretty big dungeon that I'm hoping they're gonna spend maybe 1 or 2 more sessions in, and then there's gonna be like 2 more like kind of like big dungeons as well. They're gonna have to go through. So I feel like the issue currently is that everyone's been really busy. That's kind of why we moved to pre-recorded, is because sometimes we'll have to take a week off. Sometimes we're like 2 weeks off. Sometimes it's every other week, you know, because everyone's content creators and they're there to play the game, you know, and but they also got their own fucking careers to deal with. So I totally understand it, and I'm thankful for the time that's been given. But yeah, so right now it's been a very busy summer for all of us. So, but we are still actively working. I think we've got 10 sessions recorded. I've got about 11. I got episode 11 kind of cooking right now. I'm just waiting to see until they finish this dungeon, if we're gonna make 1 or 2 sessions out of it. And yeah, that's kind of the whole point of early access and why I really like the model. Some people have complained about it, but no, a minority of people have complained. But that's fine. That's you do you know.
I was about to say, ultimately, being able to like the whole like pre-recorded stuff, honestly sounds like a godsend. Like,
yeah, I mean, I also Deadbeats was also kind of one of those campaigns that, you know, we would be on for like a week or 2 and then be off for like a week or 2 or sometimes 3 weeks because someone had something come up. So it was definitely one of those things where like I really wanted to have. That's why I wanted to do pre-recorded, so that way when we get to that, people can kind of walk, because even like I'll have players like, oh yeah, what are we doing again? Because it'll be like so long since we played last, you know. And I don't see that happening too much with Shadow's Breach. I think we'll actually make a really good time with that. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I'm not saying I'm done with it, but I really do want to like wrap up phase 3. I want to be done with this phase. This phase is like we've been kind of kicking the can along since Pipe Dreamers ended, and so I'm just like And I want to be done. I want the Pipe Dreamer's Shadow to be cast out. I want to put Shadow's Breach and Dead Beats on a finishing point. I want to put Phase 3 on a finishing point, and then work on IL5E so we can do Phase 4.
The Devil's Due trilogy, the documentary, and the 12-season show. Along with all of the Carver redemption arc and employment arc, all the way to the box office, just sweeping through Hollywood.
Yep. No, absolutely, abso-freaking-lutely. So,
custom made mech class.
Well, so we're gonna see what happens with Devil's Due. Like, it also depends on, because one of the things we have to talk about, we might have to relocate the day. Because Naomi,
pray tell.
Naomi's doing her own thing, and she might not be available on Mondays starting in September.
Oh, did I miss that?
Oh no, this was a private conversation we were having.
I was like, holy shit! There's no way
it came to light today. So I was like, yeah, no worries, we'll figure it out. So we'll either change the day, or we will bid Naomi farewell and invite someone else for slot 4 with a new class to test. So we'll see what happens. That is D&D. That is scheduling. That is
I'll let you know in case you don't know. Wednesdays occupied.
Yeah,
Can't
man.
Sorry, can't take my Wednesdays.
Dude.
Also, little fact: Friday.
Yeah. Also occupied. Fuck,
can't
man.
Can't take that either. Sorry, man.
And
also my Sundays, so you can't take my
Sundays. We're in trouble. Yeah, Sundays, man. Absolutely. Yeah, we're in trouble. We're in a little bit of trouble right there. Icewind Dale, all things depending. We might be at it's going well. We might be coming to a season 1 finale.
Dude, we could have wrapped it up after that dungeon
pretty shortly. We
wrapped it up on Junie.
Like a season 1? No. There's something. I don't want to wrap it up yet. Okay, so when we say wrap it up, we're talking about like a season finale, not a series finale. I just want to be clear with that for the audience. There are a couple of like linked story points that I'm waiting for you guys to go for and wrap up, and then a thing will happen. And then that is going to be our season finale. Because what's up? You're a little confused.
I'm just kind of like, we have the dwarves.
Yeah. Well,
we don't know literally anything about the Frost Maiden right now.
Not yet. Yeah. So there is shit that's going to be happening. So, but I feel right now like the party of Icewind Dale is currently like, I think unified. Like they have an objective now.
Yeah, man. We hate Duergar.
You hate this family of Duergar.
No, man.
It's terrible. Fucking, you're gonna get so canceled, dude.
Oh, dude. Just fucking wait. The moment I hit level 6, brother.
I'm hunting down dwarves.
Humanoid. Select 2 humanoids, dwarf and dwarf.
Can I choose dwarf twice? I just want to make sure, I just want to make sure that I can.
I'm going to learn their language and then call them names in their own language.
Yeah.
I hope they're ready. I hope they're ready for killing my another paladin, losing me another fucking paladin in these goddamn hardcore games.
Apparently paladins do have a short-lived life, but also every paladin I feel has had very few hit points, and which is why they have perished. So
yeah,
it's been level 1 paladins and Poppy with the shittiest hit points known to God.
Honestly, there's this like weird kind of thing that happens with paladins where it's like you're obviously built as a tank. You're built as a frontliner.
Yeah.
But that never happens. The game does not line up for that to occur.
Mm-hmm.
So you are this weird kind of like you're meant to be a frontliner, but if you go frontlines, you're gonna fucking die.
It's true.
So you kind of can't, but also you don't have anything that helps you middle or backline. So you're kind of forced to go frontline and just die.
You would hope you've got a support structure, but the fact is sometimes players will be like, I don't want to be a cleric. I don't want to heal. It's like, well, then people are going to fucking die. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my God. I fucking look at lol man going, I don't want to be a celestial warlock. And I go, it's literally the strongest healing warlock, like almost one of the strongest healing classes outside of life.
No, man, that is not his character. I respect it. I respect it.
Every time I went to voice a complaint, he's like, it's not really the character I want to go for. I go, fucking damn it. I forget we're playing where people want to play characters in hardcore and not
I like that
this system.
I like that.
Yeah, man, I mean, it's great. It worked out great for me. I literally got the subclass I wanted.
Yep.
So I went sick. I get to play my character now. Now I get to do all my weird Samunia religious stuff.
I look at the party. I go, who wants to heal? And everyone goes, not me. And then I go, understood. Good luck out there, champs. Good luck, champions. You guys are gonna be great. You're gonna do awesome, wonderful, amazing things. Good for you. Good for you, everyone.
Not me going, okay. I guess I'll heal again.
Fuck.
Sure, man. I guess I'll be party lead again. I guess I'll keep the group alive.
So
again.
I'm waiting until we get to a certain point, and then I'll be tapping the Curse of Strodker to be like, we good to continue this? We good to wrap this up? And if everyone's good to go, which I think they're going to be. Personally, I think they are. I think everyone's going to be down. I know some are. Some, huh?
Are we level 6?
I don't remember. I don't fucking remember. Maybe. I don't remember.
Could have swore Crusher Stride went to like 6? Level 10.
Yeah, 6 or 7 maybe. I don't know what level you guys are at. I don't remember. It's been a minute. But yeah, and then we're gonna go over all like the changes we're gonna be doing to classes and Curse of Strahd and be
vitality points, all that fun
all
stuff.
the No, I decided to take it back. We're gonna call it life points.
Oh, really?
Fuck the Yu-Gi-Oh crowd. Yeah, exactly. It's well, I mean, it's because it's been so fucking embedded. You know what I mean? Like, if people are still calling it life points, and I'm like, I like life points. It's better than vitality points. You know what I mean?
I mean, I agree.
And so it's just stupid millennial head idiots being like Yu-Gi-Oh, and I'm just like, your joke's not funny, and then I do a little dance. But I get it. People are related. I'm just trying to be more accepting and patient and just learn to ignore instead of calling people out and being like, that's dumb. That's so dumb. Stop being dumb, you know?
I hate you.
Dude, during Rime of the Frost Maiden, I ended that session just feeling like garbage, like absolute crap at the end of Frost Maiden.
Which one?
Last session. Last episode specifically.
Why?
Well, because my computer was kind of fritzing a little bit.
Man, you can't fucking
no.
control
Well,
that.
no. It wasn't that. But I was like, I knew I was gonna have to deal with people who were gonna be like, "No fan art again, fuck," and I was gonna feel bad.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, I was already starting to get a little worked up because I was like, God damn it, 3 sessions in a fucking row. And we've had to take breaks, and I know people are just like, the fan art especially, like, when are we gonna fucking do this, And it's like, it is so out of my control that I can't do it, and I was just like, ugh. And so I felt bad, and it didn't help that Junie was like, just call them dumb, call them babies, call them idiots. And I was like, okay, that's okay. You fucking idiots. And the lawman's like, now, wait a minute. Don't do that. They have a right to be disappointed. And I'm like, no, you're right. It's just people being disappointed and not having the appropriate communication skills to voice that. It was very much angel devil on my shoulders. And I just learned I have to ignore Juniper when it comes to how to interact with one's chat.
Yeah, she roasted the shit out of her chat.
Yeah.
Literally every time I'm in there. She's calling people
Yeah.
idiots and morons.
Yeah, and it's just like, well, and people are like, why? I'm so sad we're not doing fan. I'm like, I know, but I can't. It's out of my control.
So here's my thing.
Yeah,
I've never seen the fan artists being the one who are like, oh man, no fan art. It's people people who are not fan artists who are going, oh man, where's the fan art? And I go, what? It's right there, dog. Like, you could peep it.
Just go to the Discord, man. You can go check it out.
It has its own thread. It's chronological. You can scroll up.
Sometimes we've had to establish rules about this. Sometimes a fan artist will be upset because we didn't show it in a particular way, and so I had to literally be like, if you post fan art, we may not show it. I have the right to be like, no, I'm not showing this. I ultimately have final say if I will show a piece of fan art or not, and I will. And it doesn't mean your fan art's bad. It just means there's something about it that I just don't feel like it's good to show. And for people's protections, I can't tell you why I'm not showing it, because that would just be a giant pain in the ass. Just know that it's fan art is greatly appreciated. And if yours does not get shown, because I also get annoyed when people will be like, oh, I worked so hard on this, they better show it. And it's like, you can't. If you're coming into fan art because you want it to be shown on stream, you're doing it wrong. And that's what I tell people. Do fan art because you want to do fan art and because you want to show it to the community on the Discord, not because you're hoping you're going to get like a little attention on stream first. If you're doing it for attention, that right there is one of the biggest ways that I will ignore you. If you are clearly someone who's like, I need streamer to pay attention to me now, and I'm like, I will not entertain that behavior. That's bad behavior. That's bad behavior. That's bad manners, in my personal opinion.
You know, I had considered it in the beginning that people might use fan art to like expand or
it happens
show off their portfolio.
Very rarely. It happens very rarely. And and here's the thing. It usually is not about the portfolio. And like, even that, I'm not too, I like, dude, if you're busting some fan art, you better put your logo on the fan art. You better put your name on the fan art, you know?
Absolutely.
Dude, you want to put your Instagram on the fan art? Fucking do it, man. I'm not going to shout it out, but like, dude, pop off, chase that bag. What I'm talking about are people specifically who are like, I want streamer to pay attention to me because I want attention. And it's just like that. That shit I don't like. That shit.
Well, that's kind of gross.
It is. It very is gross. It's super gross. It makes me super uncomfortable. And when someone goes, they better show this, I have to fight with myself because I'm like, I'm not going to show it because you are doing it for the wrong. You're doing it for the wrong reason. At that point, that's my personal outlook on that. Is just being like, hey man, like do it because you want it, but like, God, don't fucking. Don't be weird like that. Don't be weird like that, you know? But give me some space, please. Well, and I've also been very clear about like, you know, my relationships with the community and fans and like just being like, that shit makes me, I mean, I want to make a cool thing. I don't want to be the popular guy. That has just been my key thing. I can
That's a very interesting kind of
that
mentality.
What do you mean?
It's like, I want to make something that's like renowned or popular, but also like, don't talk to me.
Well, so this is the way I explain it. When it comes to streaming and content creation, there is always going to be a product. 9 times out of 10, if you are streaming or you are creating content, You are the product. You, the
Correct.
streamer and the content creator, are the product. For me, I don't want to be the product. I'm not the product. The shit I make is the product. The books I make is the product. The Patreon and the posts and everything, that's the product. So I've been very fortunate that that model has worked for me, that I've been able to make a living making shit and just show running shit and not be popular. I can tell you how many times someone will look at me that I will meet and be like, I am not familiar with what you do. And I go, that is perfectly fine. Because I don't need you to be familiar with what I do.
Interesting.
I'm specifically talking about like other content creators. I've had people be like, I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with your work. And I go, that's totally fine. That is by design. Because content creators want the clout. They no matter what, they want the clout. They want the popularity. They want the appreciation, the love. And I do too. I would love appreciation. I would love it if I'm, people in my field notice what I do and go, hey, I like what that does. I like that, but I've also kind of let go that I'm okay if I don't have that. But anyways, what were you saying?
I feel like there's a difference there. Well, it's two things.
Yeah.
The one with what you just said. I feel like there's a difference between being recognized by your peers, like people in the sphere of D&D and TTRPGs and stuff, and being recognized by like people outside of it.
Yeah.
Because people outside of it don't have that intimate knowledge, right? They just go, oh, you play Dungeons and Dragons. You're like, no, it's a system I made. And they go, oh, what's the difference?
Yeah.
Versus somebody inside the sphere going, hey, dude, love the IO system.
Yeah.
Big fan. Because they already know. They know the differences. They see the differences firsthand. So I could get that. I could see that.
No, people know of me. People have heard my name. People know of me. They may not know who I am, but they have seen me in the space, in the sphere. So that alone, I'm pretty satisfied with, that I'm kind of there, but I don't want to, I don't want to be the popular person, because I see who the popular people are, and I'm like, it's kind of an asshole. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. The most
popularity is scary as shit,
dude. The most popular people on, and I don't want to sound like I'm jaded or like jealous, but I do feel like the most popular people on the platform are fucking sociopaths. Like, they are full-fledged, don't give a fuck sociopaths. And I don't want to be that person. I really don't. I see what people have to sacrifice for that fame, and I do not have it in me to do that. And I am not going to. So that's why I'm like, I just want to make the thing. If you know who I am, great. If you go, hey, love the fishing book, awesome. But I will never.
I don't know if I want. Go on.
No. I was going to say, I don't want I don't know. Like, it depends on how it's done, but I don't want like the obsessed fanboy moment. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what I was about to say. I don't know if I want the like iShowSpeed level of fame where that dude's doing like a tour through China right now.
Yeah,
and people are like throwing themselves at his SUV. Like, I'm worried when I get to the point where like I can't even join my own Discord without like a channel being flooded with like a couple hundred people. Like, if that happens, I'm gonna kind of really dislike it, because
we've talked about that before. I mean, I've said this time and time again, especially as your growth as a content creator, there will come a time, and I'm not calling out any of your people, but there will come a time where something will catch on, and you will get a bout of popularity, and you will get people in your community who will just not watch you anymore because of that, because they'll say something has changed. And some people do not have the, let's say, emotional maturity to recognize that it's because you've grown, and just everything is just kind of different because of that, and will pin it on you as being like popularity has changed you. And it's like, no, that's not what's happening here. It's
you're so different. What?
Shit evolves. And there is sort of that thing where like, you know, and again, this is why I don't do like, because like, and again, I'm not giving you a hard time, but like there have been other DMs, let's say, that have been, you know, active with their community and is in voice channels with them and blah, blah, blah. And they, you know, they're essentially like the leader of a friend group, which is just a group of fans, you know. And for me, as I've said many times in the past, I do feel like there needs to be that boundary for everyone's fucking protection. You know what I mean? So sometimes people will go to a smaller streamer and be like, oh my God, it's a friend. I have a friend now. And they have some form of popularity. And some people will look at that as like giving them some bonus points. Like it's going to give them some, you know, that's going to make them feel good because they know a popular person. I don't know. I'm old, I'm jaded. And again, I want to be clear when I say this. I'm not saying this is everyone in any community. I'm just saying it just takes one to spoil the bunch is all I'm saying. It just takes one to be like, nope, I'm out and I'm not interacting with anyone. And because everyone's dealt with it. Everyone has that one person that soured it for the rest of them. You know what I mean? So you just gotta be cautious. You just gotta be careful. That's it. That's all I'm saying. But TLDR, I am very happy with things are going. I'm hoping I can wind down one day on the show running, focus on one show and just make it the best goddamn show.
Nice.
Mini series, 10 to 20 sessions per show so that people have a chance to catch up. I've learned a lot about show running and everything that's happening. And I very much want to be done with phase 3. I just want to be done. I want to do something new. I'm anxious. I'm ready to go. I want to get to the next chapter.
It's kind of interesting because I thought for a while, and it's probably because of how I started D&D, like a big thing starting out in like 2016 was the person who got me into it, who was like, you should start writing your own world.
Yeah.
And everything was like, watch Critical Role. And I was like, oh, okay. And I did. I watched like all of campaign 1 and I watched all of campaign 2. Great stuff. But there is like a moment where a game goes past a certain point. Like campaign 1 is like 140 episodes or something like that. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
I don't do 100. Yeah. As long as my games are, it's not 140 sessions. I'll tell you that right now.
There are some moments where I wrapped up a game, or we reached a very good kind of like stopping point.
Yeah.
The players are like local heroes and stuff like that. And I start exploring other stuff. And I get a lot of like, and that was like 30-ish episodes, 20-ish episodes, a decent amount of time, like several months. And I get some people that are like, hey, when's the game coming back?
Yeah, I get that all the time.
I'm like, well, I kind of want to do other stuff right now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you know this, Brett.
Yeah, man.
I love sci-fi. No, man. I love sci-fi.
Hell yeah, man.
Brother, you put sci-fi in anything, I'm there.
Hell yeah, man.
I'm all for that shit. So when I got inspired, I got hit with a little bit of a creative bug to start doing some sci-fi stuff. I've been going hard.
That's great.
And I have some people.
Oh, we talked about that. Yeah, but yeah, go on. Yeah, I am totally okay to revisit this topic.
I have some people that are like, "Hey, man, where's the fantasy?" And I go, "Brother, I'll be honest. I don't really care.
I don't want to run fantasy right now." Now,
I really want to run sci-fi.
Keep in mind, like, you know, phase 3 was sort of that for me, where I was like, you know what, I kind of want to do a different vibe. I still want to keep it fantasy and magical, but I want to kind of like explore the option of what would a future with magic look like. And that is what phase 3 is. And I'm glad I did. But honestly, after doing that for so long, I'm kind of glad to go back to our fantasy roots with phase 0 and the Devil's Due, where I'm like, we're we're an IO super fucking classic right now, and I'm so excited to be revisiting this again. So like, yeah, man, that's totally cool. And because I am also sadly been made guilty of that, where people will be like, when is so and so game returning? And I'm like, I don't think it is going to. You know, I think it's done. I don't want to push that card along. We ended it on a good note, and I think it's done, you know, and that's what happened with Curious Curios. That's what happened with Dawn of Ganymede, where I was just like, I think we're good. Like, I don't think we need to go any further with this. I think we've told all the stories that we can with the party that's here. And like, yeah, I do like to leave things a little open just in case, you know, just in case something else pops up. But I've been doing that since phase 2.
Here's a question for you as a DM.
Yeah.
How do you handle backstories?
Like, what do you mean?
Character backstories. How do you handle them?
Are you talking about like, how do I include in the world, or is that an answer in itself?
Just how you handle them all together. Like, I've known DMs in the past who you hand them a backstory of any length and they go, thank you. They very obviously throw it out. They go, I don't give a shit about your backstory or what your character's motivations are. You're here to crawl through this fucking dungeon because Azarak at the end is an evil lich who's here to steal souls.
Dude.
I don't care that your parents died in a fiery raid 22 years ago.
Dude, I always keep it in the background, you know? Because I don't have an ego issue where I'm like, you're running my world with my lore, and whatever you're fucking saying right now, I don't want you to taint what I have. You know what I mean? Like, for me, I appreciate it. I appreciate the shit. Hell, Deadbeats wouldn't exist if Summer and Dodger and Jesse and Basay and Snake and Joe,
all of the players,
didn't give me their backstories. Because right now, other than like the Cosmos stuff that's going on and some other things that are happening in Keld Fallen that will sort of allude to possible new threats in phase 4, like the majority, like 80% of that story right now is built from the backstories that have been given to me. That campaign wouldn't exist if there wasn't the backstories. That campaign was built from day one off of the backstories. So yeah, okay. No, if you've got a backstory and it somehow kind of fits in with part of a narrative, or we can like kind of bake it into a narrative. Oh yeah, I don't discard backstories. And even if it doesn't fit now, sometimes there's like a moment where I go, ooh, what if we pull this from someone's backstory and sprinkle it in to the story, because I think it would make for an interesting, it adds to it. And so
you and I are very the same.
Yeah. So for me personally, I feel like so there's two kinds of DMs. I'm going to take the positive approach and the negative approach on this. When it comes to thanks for the backstory, I'm not reading it and I'm going to go ahead and throw it in the fucking trash fire now. There's two types of DMs. The positive spin is you are either not super experienced, you're kind of new to the field, or a lot of variables is overwhelming to you, and you're already not struggling with DMing, but DMing's already DMing. No matter who you are, is a very exhausting thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's fun. I love doing it, but it's mentally draining. Like if I'm running a game that in that day, more than likely I'm spending my day thinking about running that game. It's like it just takes up so much of your mental space. So I totally understand when you're like, okay, this is what I want to do. These are the orders that I want to do it. These are the things I have to do because I'm juggling a lot of plates here. And then a player comes to you, is like, here's my backstory, and you're like, I can't. I have no more spoons. Well, yeah, it's like I have no more spoons, and I can't just start adding this to it. So I understand that. I completely 100% understand that. But then you have the other DM who's like, this is my world. And you can't tell me what this background is because it doesn't fit in my world. You know, like those are the people that I'm like, get off your high horse. You know, you're not a fucking savant. You're just running a game like the rest of us, and maybe give your ego a little break and maybe spice it up with this. Let's see what other people is going to go ahead and add on to it. You know, so yeah, that is the thing. Hell, Devil's Due right now has so much. I mean, it's funny lore, but I mean, so much lore because of Tomato being like, yeah, I've been fucking in debt. I've got creditors coming after me. You know, then I'm just like, if you're gonna throw shit at me, I'm gonna throw shit at you. And Tomato is just fun to bounce shit off of. So you know, we've got a funny, a funny guy story happening right there. But that was all, you know, that wasn't shit that we knew from session 1. That's session 4. We're like, oh my god, oh wow, apparently the Adventurers Guild's fucking greedy sons of bitches.
My god.
And I'm like,
Carver single-handedly transitioning the east part of town into this like
terrible area
of criminal organization.
Yeah. And that's a fun reveal that I didn't plan. You know, like I didn't think about it. And the more we kind of kept going in, and it was like, oh, these guys are opportunists, you know. This is like a fucking like criminal interaction. Criminal undermines that. That's kind of neat. We're building some fucking lore. I love that. I love it. So yeah, but also that makes it entertaining for me because then I'm also like, ooh, look what I'm learning about. Look what I'm finding about. I get
a hobgoblin.
I get to be part of the audience because that's like, you know, when the last hardcore death happened, like I was an audience member to that where I go, oh shit, yeah, like it's a beautiful tale story. And I feel like the only way you really get to enjoy DMing is if you kind of sit back and be an audience member as well. Like if you don't need to like manage something right now, like if you don't need to like move things around or manage something, then it's you just kind of sit back a little bit and see what the players are brewing with. That's so much fun. You know,
honestly, my favorite sessions are the ones where I don't have to do anything.
Yeah,
and I get to sit back as a DM and hear my players fucking RP for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
However, I will say, because I have told my players before.
Yes, you have. I know.
I also love combat.
I know. You're like, can daddy have a combat session, please? It's been 3 sessions.
If we go 3 sessions and we haven't had any fucking combat, a black dragon falls from the sky.
Can Papa have a smidgen of combat, please? Would really appreciate that.
Just a little combat. Like roll some dice. Just roll some dice. I know that you guys are role playing, and I know it's a super emotional, tender moment, and you're exploring the backstories and the characters in the world and everything like that. But also, ancient red dragon falls from the sky. Roll initiative.
So, but I'm excited to go back to Curse of Strahd soon. I'm hoping the next couple of months. It really depends on the schedule, you know. It just I would love to go back to Curse, and the reason why we take breaks in the middle of these campaigns is kind of let it rest a little bit, you know, and kind of see where people are at. And now people are like, oh my god, I'm kind of fiending for Curse of Strahd, and I'm like, good. You should be, you know. We're kind of getting to a point with Icewind. I mean, Icewind Dale, the story's going fucking. It's great. It's going wonderful.
It was kind of slow at the start.
It's a slow start, but that's okay. Yeah,
we were trying to figure out like, all right, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, we are a very self-interested, fiscally motivated party.
So yeah,
how does that affect us?
Here's the thing: is like I totally get like now it's session like 11 or whatever, and we're kind of getting to like a storyline, like a story hook to sort of chase a little bit. But honestly, I liked those first 9. You know, thinking back on it, I like those first 9 sessions because I feel like we're just trying to discover who this party is which I feel like you kind of have to give time to do anyways in any D&D campaign. We're like, what, like, first of all, who is, you know, you have a character idea, you come to the table, and then you kind of start to explore this character in the middle of the game. But then you also got to figure out, who is this party? Like, what is this party dynamic? Because the party, I feel like, is a character, like, is its own individual character. So you kind of need to give a little bit of time to figure out, well, what is this party? And in hardcore, where you have absolutely no say of the character that you're playing, we have to kind of take an opportunity to be like, as a player and as the DM, being like, who is this character?
Correct.
What is this character? Like? Yeah, we need to figure that out. Now, like 11 sessions in, you look at all the characters of Icewind Dale in the party, and you know exactly who everyone is. You know exactly, you know, what their goal is. There really isn't too many secrets to hide. You kind of got the general idea of who everybody is, and you can imagine that out. And I feel like you kind of need to give that space. You kind of need to give that room to breathe. It's also the fact that Icewind Dale has an adventure, and I can see where this could be a turn off for like viewers. Icewind Dale is an adventure for the first 4 levels is essentially you doing random shit.
Yes,
it isn't until about. And that's what's interesting, is because now you're kind of pulling at a story hook right now.
Yeah, now we have like an actual story
that I feel will take you into the main narrative of the Frost Maiden. It isn't until like level 5, which is funny enough when we're going to be ending season 1, is when the story really fucking picks up and begins. And now we are on the narrative track. So I feel like from a show running standpoint, Icewind Dale's kind of hard to run because it is a lot of just random shit to learn about the 10 towns and to Correct. Like and kind of see a little bit sprinkles of what is actually happening. And it isn't, again, not till level 4 or 5 that you really get into the fucking narrative of it.
I think there's a kind of deceptive start.
Yeah.
Because it tries to hook you, but the hooks don't really go anywhere.
They don't.
Like, you get the murderer of the 10 towns, and it's like, oh, there's somebody here who is blessed by the Frost Maiden, who's out here like killing people who are shirking their ritualistic responsibility. It's like, oh. So she has like soldiers, like people out here doing her like dirty work. Then you kill them, and then there's nothing. It's like, wait a minute.
That's true.
Wait, what?
It's true.
Like, yeah, he was just on his own.
He's just a guy. There was a talking dinosaur.
Yeah, the fucking plesiosaur at the beginning.
Like, oh boy, I can't wait to see where this came from. Nope.
And a man told me kill this town, and he won't take my brain away. And it's like, so there's a dude out here just kind of bringing things to a sapient level, probably on behalf of the Frost Maiden.
Yeah.
But I look around, it's been a couple levels. I don't.
Yeah.
Where's he at?
I mean, I do feel like from a showrunner standpoint with like future hardcore games, I definitely want to sort of like take it on a little bit more of a path, if that makes sense. Like where there is a little bit more structure, because I do feel like I'm Morrowind pilled. So I like the open-ended shit, and I've always tried to make the open-ended shit. I have been discovering with, I think, pretty much every party I've DM'd for, that the party just kind of wants to be like, where are we going next, DM? And you go, oh, okay, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't think there is anything wrong with that. And honestly, it makes my life a lot easier, because I kind of go and it's like, okay, well, what if they do this? What if they do this? There got to a point where I was doing my best to try and prepare for the entirety of the 10 towns, depending on what direction you went to. And I couldn't fucking do it. It was just so much content, you know, with 70% of it, you're never going to fucking see. So that's where, and so that I think is the trickiest part. So that's why you kind of get to the point where like, all right, where are you going next? What are you guys doing next session so we can get that plan? Because I can't just
Correct.
do it all.
There was a while where I was like, I still kind of think it because I think it can work.
Yeah.
I think that there is a lot of benefit to a sandbox, open world style game.
You
But
you need a party that wants that.
Correct.
And you also have to find the magical combination that a party that wants that, but is willing to be diplomatic, where it's like, what do we all want to do? And then go, okay, let's take a vote. And then go, all right, since we voted in, that's what we're doing. It's such a needle in the haystack, thin thing that, yes, it could be done, but everyone needs to be on the same fucking page about it.
But honestly, it's easier to just throw your ass onto a rail and say, here's the adventure.
And that's what it. Well, because
yes.
Well, there was a lot of times where people would be like, "Oh my god, this feels so scripted. This feels so like a railroading to here." But like, I'm also kind of realizing that players want that. You know, sometimes a lot of players want that, where they just want to be like, "What's the game? Where are we going next?" Like a video game, and it's like, okay, that kind of does ease the tension a little bit, you know. I say with
some breaks for RP moments, and suddenly it's a great fucking game.
I say writing Keldfallen, a open city that you explore to get to the end, going against everything I literally just said just now.
I mean, again, your players I imagine there's also a lot of role play in that game.
Yeah, but
Summer strikes me as a very RP heavy player.
Yes, but also you'd be like, here's all these things, and they're like, we got to take care of this thing. Like, we're here for this thing. We got to take care of this thing. You know what I mean? So absolutely. But yeah, no, it's I do feel like that a lot of the time it's just like, okay, where are you guys gonna go next? What do you want to do? But now I feel like we're on the track. We're on the story.
Correct.
The
we
story
found the cart.
Yeah.
The cart is the Sunblight story.
We're going this way.
We're going, all right, boys.
Yeah.
Get the fuck on.
That's great. Honestly, that's awesome.
I'm tired of helping random citizens.
That's awesome for me as a DM because it lets me know where exactly everyone's going to be fucking going. So it helps with planning, which means we can put more. And again, it goes back to what we talked about in the beginning, where like if I'm running too many games, the quality begins to suffer, you know, in my eyes as a designer. But also, if I'm running too many paths, just in case they're going in this direction, then it's the same fucking thing. It's the same outcome, you know. So to me, it's like having people like, this is what we're doing. This is the path we're going. It's like, yes, now it's time to fucking cook. It's time to get it done. So, but yeah, so Icewind Dale probably, you know, this is the final level before season 1 ends, and we will then same as first, we'll go over to Curse of Strahd, and the plan is to finish that, and then when we finish Curse of Strahd, we'll go back to Icewind Dale, and then brand new hardcore game. I'm very excited.
Are we gonna chew through those 4 levels like super quick in Curse of Strahd? Because I remember there's still
I have no fucking idea, dude. I have absolutely no idea. But I also feel like same as before, you know, a lot of Curse of Strahd was just sort of like, let's see what's over here. Well, let's see what's over here. Let's see what's I don't want to deal with that. Now that you guys kind of got a little bit of strength, now that Irina's out of the picture, I feel like it's like, okay, we're heading to the windmill.
Cracked knuckles.
Yeah. I'm killing everyone in that windmill.
Kill some fucking hags.
Absolutely.
Sick and tired of them.
Yeah, and then there's probably going to be some big dungeon runs, and then I'd imagine it'll go to Castle Ravenloft.
Like two dungeons that I can remember. One of them is Ravenloft. Yeah, fucking Ravenloft is mad.
Ravenloft don't fuck around.
Oh my god, dude.
Ravenloft could be its own season, honestly.
Actual castle. Here's an actual fucking castle with 900 floors.
Yeah,
and a billion combat encounters. Because fuck you.
Yep.
It's like, oh my god.
But also, I'm really glad we ran the hardcore games because I think it has helped sort of point out like, oh, these are some things I do like about D&D. But then there's also there's another part of it where you're just like, wow, there's a lot of things that are kind of detrimental that we need to start ripping the fuck out of it right now. And so now we're going to enter this sort of hardcore phase where I go, hey guys, do you remember the rules from before? And then I toss it all out and go, we're doing our thing now
We
that
got new rules.
well, because you also need to figure out like what is hardcore, and so we kind of have to like figure out that definition as well. But now I feel like we're there. You know, we've got some gritty, we've got some harder encounters that aren't necessarily like drain your heart. You know, your strength points broken. We've got some pretty gnarly injuries that might have you be like, I'm out, I'm retiring this character, you know.
Correct.
And we have some pretty dire consequences if you fucking fail. Like, I mean, Scrumbus was a coin flip away from dead.
Quite literally.
Like, if he failed that coin flip, he's dead. Like, I was prepared to be like, and the last you see of Scrumbus washes away in a sea of white. And then I would have informed you guys at that point, depending on what you did then, that Scrumbus is no more and Tom was going to have to roll a new character. Like,
the fact that he fucking lived.
Yeah, that's a story of itself.
I still am. This motherfucker is either going to get the Tommy treatment or he's going to get the most violent, brutal death imaginable.
I don't think he has much. I don't think he has much time.
Dude, he should have died to the Yeti.
Yeah,
he should have. His heart should have frozen over. Sal should have came out of that operating room of the back of the Adventurers building and been like, "I did everything I could," and then we all just go,
"Man,
like,
yeah."
Like, there's the fact that he lived to this far and still only has like fucking like 12 hit points.
Yeah. I love it.
My God. And it's only getting worse. Like, monsters are only going to get stronger.
Yep.
Which means the likelihood that he gets one shot, like,
he needs to start playing like he needs to start playing like a wizard. He needs to.
Oh my God.
He needs to start playing like a wizard.
Like, I'm not even safe. And I have like 37 hit points or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I am as vulnerable as the rest of the party. He is literally one-shottable.
Dude, a good friend of mine, we were talking about the shield system I was pitching, and he brought up something that I am probably going to consider and get chastised by the community because of it. Shields do not give AC.
Okay. Interesting.
And I'm like, you know what? I like that. Shields are only for blocking.
Huh.
They are for blocking and for providing cover for your nearby people. Those should be the only, like, a weapon does not provide you an attack bonus, but it deals damage. A shield does not provide you armor class, but it reduces damage. That's what I'm thinking.
Interesting.
And I think it's a different way to do it, because right now all shield is a stat stick.
I think you'll
Yeah. All it is a stat stick. That's all shields are. They go, I want the highest AC. Huh?
Yes, but I feel like it's because you get creatures at higher level who have obscene pluses to hit.
I guarantee you a +2 ain't gonna change that.
It does increase your likelihood of not getting hit by at least like 10%.
By 10%. That is absolutely correct. What I'm saying is, let's have shields be the damage reduction. Are
you going to scale it? Because there is a point where a 1d8 is fucking nothing.
Oh yeah. No, it's not. You can't have it just be 1d8. Like, I do feel like you have to scale it. You know, you definitely do have to scale it, because weapons and martials get extra attack that effectively doubles damage. So shields should get to a point where they block more too. You know?
Interesting. Would you do it like cantrip scaling?
Probably, but I mean, for me, it's more of a theory craft than an actual execution. I feel like this could provide more shields, for example, like more shields, like tower shields, which again would be like, if I use this as a reaction, you know, it reduces the damage coming in, but also I have cover. I have an X cover until the end of, until the beginning of my next turn, until I put the shield down to go for the attack. You know, I kind of like the idea of shields being reactions, and shields are your reactions and weapons are your actions. You react to block, and again, this also gives more uses for reactions because reactions are so underutilized in 5e, so being like, I want a shield to reduce damage, or I want a shield where, an AoE's coming at me, my buddies are over here. As a reaction, I put the shield up. It's providing us with a level of cover,
I didn't even consider that as a fucking feat. I'm a dumbass. Hold on.
Yeah, what's up?
Let me check if this is 2014 or not.
He's looking at you. Now, again, we're exploring a theory. That's all we're doing here.
I really should. Fuck.
What's up? What's up, man? You're like...
I completely fucking forgot. So I was going to pick Sentinel more than likely for Night Render.
Yeah.
Because he's a very aggressive frontliner.
Yeah.
Like, if I can get in the dark, I am basically unfucking touchable.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Sentinel, would have worked out perfectly. It'd have let me stab that chick.
Does this have anything to do with what we're talking about right now? Or did your brain just go,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So the reason I bring it up is because I just remembered that there's a feat in 2014 called Shield Master.
Yes.
That's really good.
Which does kind of what I'm talking about.
It gives you a bonus attack shove.
Yeah.
Real nice. You can add your shield's AC bonus to any dex save that you make.
Yeah. Cover.
Against spells or harmful effects.
Cover.
And if you basically gain evasion. Where as long as you have a shield and you succeed a dex save, you take half damage or no damage.
Yes.
Which is super huge.
This is the pitch. Shields should be more about utility and less about armor. Because that is what armor's for. Let armor be the passive AC. Let shields kind of join in on the utility fight. If you mean to tell me at the grand scheme of things that my options are either wielding a two-handed weapon, doing massive damage on one hit, wielding an offhand weapon so I can attack multiple times, or AC. You see what I mean? I think there should be, I like the idea of shield utility, not shield armor. I don't think AC on shields feel like shields. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
It doesn't feel like a shield. Meanwhile, when I go, hey, as a reaction, you can hold up your shield to provide, 3/4 or third cover to the people that are behind you. You can visualize yourself pulling the shield up while the dragon's fire breath weapon is going in. Your dexterity saving throw is holding the shield up, which means you succeeded. The dexterity saving throw is you holding the shield up, pulling it up in time and then taking no damage. You can see that shit.
I realize my hesitation.
Yes.
My kind of immediate resistance.
No. I'm not being heated because of that. I'm passionate about this because I understand why I think that I like this. But yeah, go on.
The reason I initially was like, ooh, no, was because of Pathfinder, where like every +1 matters, and if I roll 10 above your AC,
Oh yeah, that's your
critically hit
crit.
you.
Yeah. That's your crit.
So, like,
is plus 10 over.
I just imagined Nightrender with his 14 armor class instead of 17. I'm like, I'm getting crit all the fucking time. I'm gonna die.
Your brain, your Pathfinder brain. Yeah,
die, man.
Yeah, I know how crit hits.
Kill my lizard.
I know how crit hits and misses work in Pathfinder. It's a good system. It's a good way to go about it. It's math heavy, but it's a good way to go about it.
Honestly, I mean, I'm down.
I mean, I kind of want to explore it because I love because then you could also introduce like new shields as well, right? Like you can actually have like, oh, this shield provides this amount of cover, reduces this amount of damage. Tower shields can provide you X amount of cover, but also if you make a successful dexterity saving throw, you take no damage, and you're also like passively by using this ability providing cover to people. But like you can make shields feel like shields. When I go make an attack roll with your weapon, you can imagine yourself swinging the weapon. If you do a critical hit or you're rolling damage, you can envision what kind of impact you are having against the creature you're doing based off of the damage rolls. Shields are just like, when I imagine shields in 5e, I just imagine strapped to my arm, it just dangles there, and it's just a pleat of armor because all it does is give you +2 to AC. And I'm just like, maybe not. maybe there's something more we can explore here. You know, I'm not saying I hate shields. I'm just saying like shields to me are boring in 5e. So yeah,
I'd be very. I mean, you know me, brother. I'm down to try it. I'd be very interested to like see how you bait it. I mean, honestly, you could try that in fucking Devil's Due.
I probably will.
Nice.
I probably will.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well,
nice and simple.
We had a story we wanted to tell, but I don't think I'm gonna have time to do it because I can't go for our usual 3-hour podcast and 2-hour after show.
Why not?
I know.
Whoa, why not?
Because I got an important phone call from my realtor, and I had to tell him, hey, I know this is a life-changing phone call, but I'll be unavailable for the next couple of hours.
Oh my
I'm
God.
working, baby. I'm working.
This guy wants a house. He wants a house so bad.
I'm working. But hopefully next week, there is a story I do want to talk about. And specifically, it's that of the distributor, which is this distributor, which has been like, holy fucking shit. You know, Diamond Comic Distributors.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about that. We're going to talk about that next week because it's impactful. And it's, you know, Wizards is involved in it. It's a major distributor for TTRPG products that's going bankrupt essentially. And they're kind of doing well. There's a lot of shit going on, so I got a lot to talk about when it comes to that. But before we wrap up today, I do want to thank our YouTube audience for getting us the 10 super chats. Thank you so much, YouTube. I do have an unhinged comment, and then I do have a lesson behind that. And then we will wrap up for today. But I do want to thank our YouTube for doing that. YouTube, if you'd like to support what we do, consider becoming a member today. You'll be able to get you get access to all of our streams, unfiltered, uncut. And yeah, you support the channel and support what we do. So consider becoming a member today. Thank you very, very much for those that are and are supporting. So the comment I got for you, and I need to check real quick because I specifically want to make sure that I did, I look around, deleted the comment. I don't want anyone getting harassed. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Oh my. Okay.
I don't want anyone getting harassed. I don't want people like, because it's like if I'm like, I also am like, if I say something like, oh yeah, well, you know, I'm not gonna say who it's from. I don't want you going after them. Please don't go after them. You know, some internet detective is still gonna figure it out, still find the comment, and still go after them. And so I'm just sort of like, oh, I really don't want to do that. So let me make sure I actually did. Let me make sure I did delete the comment because I don't.
It's been found, spread around. TikTok.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, cool. There it is. Holy fuck.
I'm ready.
Oh no, that's so funny. Okay, I actually have a first part to it. That because I just saw the username.
First part.
Yeah, they also released a comment like a week before. And then also, I guess, got a short in their algorithm and then started complaining about it. So I'm going to delete their comments, but I really don't want to like ban them from the channel. Because
okay.
I would like them to come back with another hot take that I would love to laugh and enjoy.
Great then. Holy.
Yeah, well, this is the one I showed you, but I'm removing these comments now so this person's not getting harassed. Okay, so I showed you this comment. This was the person.
You showed me this comment.
Yes, this was on this is on one of our Fan Delver shorts. It specifically was a short where.
Is this the? Oh, you guys don't actually play hardcore.
Yeah. Don't say it. Don't say what it is. Yeah, don't say what it is. Yeah, don't give the game away. Yeah. So this is the character. So Joe's character. What was Joe's character's name again?
That was Brian.
Brian. I almost said Bobby, and I know that's not what it was. So Brian, he was captured by like Clark or whatever the bugbear's name was called. And he was captured. A second party went in to save Tommy and Brian. And Brian, who was being played by Joe, a fellow DM, on his turn was like, I'm gonna make a wisdom saving throw. And if I succeed the saving throw, I'm still here and I'm gonna go. But if I fail it, my character is effectively dead. It's effectively no more because he's just out. He's gone. He's mentally gone. And I went, all right, sounds great. I love it. And I have so many players who are like, hey, I'm going to make a personal saving throw. They essentially DM themselves of what their next action is going to be. And I go, fucking go for it. I'm cool with it. This person says,
he did great.
Yeah. This person says, what makes this hardcore? Air quotes. The fact that y'all don't follow the basic rules of the game. Hey, DM, on this other player's turn, can I make a check that you didn't ask for? DM, sure. Makes a saving throw. Yeah, I don't think y'all know how to accurately play this game. I'm glad you're having fun, but like words have meaning. We have rules for a reason. Obviously, I'm aware that the DMG states that the DM can run their game however they see fit, but like it isn't hardcore if you throw out freebies like this. And I'm like, so essentially my broken rule here is that I, as a DM, went, yeah, you could, do that. That sounds great. That sounds like fun. And it's like, well, that's not how the game's supposed to be played. First of all, I get so fucking angry at people who go into other people's games who are saying like, I'm playing D&D, but they're not actually like playing D&D they kind of do like checks every now and again. But it's like heavy role play, some dice play here and there. And then you get assholes that are just like, stop saying you're playing D&D, you're not playing D&D. Like, bitch, they're playing D&D. That's
correct.
They're playing, yeah. Just because they're playing the way you're doing it. Yeah. It's just
they're like, I know it says in the DMG that you can play the game however the fuck you want, but
wrong.
You're not playing it how I want you to play the game. Yeah. So fuck you.
So the bottom line is, and the lesson from this specifically is for DMs who are like, hey, you're not DMing it the way it is because you're letting your players kind of take control of their own fate in certain aspects, or it's also another thing where it's like, why aren't you making players do more checks or do all these things? And it's just like, I don't, if it makes sense, I'll ask them to do it. Otherwise, I go, yep, you do that. Like, I don't need to like micromanage your actions. I want you to feel like you're part of the world, but at the same time, I don't want to be the one, trying to trip you up every step of the way while you're in it. So that's the lesson.
I gotcha, rug pull.
Yeah, like that's the lesson I'm trying to say. And like, yes, we call it hardcore, and I do feel like it is a hardcore experience. This death is still on the table. Character creation is very much out of your control. It does have a thing to do that. But at the same time, like, yeah, I just feel like that's what I think. That's what I feel. That's what I believe. And I think you should just let players have fun. I think if you are an outsider that's not a part of the game, stop trying to micromanage people on how they should be running their games, which I know will never happen because the internet needs to share their opinion, as I'm doing right now. Teehee. And yeah, just good luck, have fun. And as I always say, the only wrong way to play a game is if you're not having fun doing it. That's it. Play it how you want to play it. Amen. Hey,
literally, go play.
Yeah, just play.
Go play. You want to know how you be happier? So you're not
play game
whinging every time somebody else is playing the game how you want them to play. You know how you can fucking fix that? It's really simple. You get behind the DM screen and you run the game that you want to see other people play. It's fucking wild,
dude.
It's free, by the way.
Yeah, it is free. It is absolutely free. You can download the basic rules for free. That's not an advertisement on Wizards of the Coast. Just fucking play the game for free. Play with the basic rules. You don't even have to buy a book. Don't buy a book. If you don't want to support Wizards of the Coast, don't buy anything from them. Just download the free basic. Just go to D&D Beyond, get the basic rules, or download the SRD, and the rules are all right there for free. You don't have to spend a single fucking dollar. And you could go into a Discord call with someone. There are dice rollers that are free online, and then just play the fucking game. Here's the interesting thing is I know a lot of these hate comments are from people that aren't in groups and are not playing the game and have more than likely been excommunicated because of these shitty takes, what they believe D&D is supposed to be, that they don't even realize how far they've fucked themselves over in their friendship circles. So they're taking it out that. But what I'm saying,
your problem.
if you are someone who is like, God, I really want to play this is so off that topic. If you are someone who wants to play D&D and are a little sad because you haven't had the opportunity to do so, and you're like, I can't get a group together, I promise you that if you go into your local game shop and go, hi, I would like to DM a game, and you do a basic pitch, you are probably going to walk out of there with at least one player, because not a lot of people want to DM.
Correct.
Not a lot of people want to DM. So DMs are absolutely the minority. People want to play the game. People don't want to run the game. So DMs are the minority. Yeah.
Who would like to play Dungeons and Dragons? Everybody raises their hand. Who would like to run Dungeons and Dragons? Everybody's hand goes down.
Don't look at me. Don't fucking look at me, dude. So yeah. And their initial comments was also on a different short 2 weeks ago where they said, y'all really just trying to push your furry narrative into our algorithms, huh? So this guy's just an asshole. Woo!
What the fuck is he talking about?
You do realize when I see your comment history, I can tell what kind of person you are based off of what you are commenting. And if your comments are just you bitching all the time, I know what kind of person you are and you're a piece of shit. Hey!
My God.
Yeah. That's a podcast, everyone. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to support what we do, please by all means join our Patreon. Patreon.com/the dumpster, or not the dumps, it's just Dumpster Delvers. Patreon.com/Dumpster Delvers. We really appreciate your support. We're trying to get to 50 paid patrons. That $10 and above, so that Mr. Crown DM will eat a spicy pepper. I have not been eating spicy peppers, so my heat tolerance is back to default. So I will be joining him on that, and we will both suffer together in an after show. So join our Discord if you would like to see us cry, and also you get access to our Discord exclusive, our Patreon exclusive Discord that only patrons have the ability to check out. Let's go and give some fucking shout outs. I don't have any. So I will go ahead and actually, no, I do. Let me see. Do I actually have new shout outs? The answer is smile. Oh, I do. This is actually from a couple of weeks ago. Shout outs to Broken Jackal, who wanted to let us know that their service dog did a huge disservice last Saturday and tripped them. Now they're dealing with a torn rotator cuff and a fractured scaphoid. This was a couple of weeks ago. I hope you are doing better, Jackal.
Oh my God.
On the right side, hopefully the podcast helped save my sanity of not being able to do anything. And we were gone for 2 weeks. I feel terrible.
Oh, no.
Jackal was like, I'm injured beyond belief, but hey, I got the podcast to look forward to. And then we were gone for 2 weeks. So, Jackal, we did you a major fucking disservice there. Very sorry about that. I hope you're feeling better.
Oh my God.
I hope you're feeling better.
I can't wait to listen to my comfort streamers. Oh, they're going to help me get through all of my pain. And then I go, I'm tired.
I'm sleepy. So sorry about that. And then shout outs to Persnickety Fruit Bat. Discussions of today's events, I'd say, were quite all right. This probably would have been, I don't remember what we were talking about because this was for 2 weeks ago. I'm so sorry. If I had to rate this apple by preference, I'd give this a Granny Smith. P.S. Thanks for giving me weeks to change my unappealing shout out into an adjacent unappealing shout out. Siri, insert the thumb up here. Hey, thumbs up, not thumb up, like thumb up here. Hey, thumb up here, like thumbs up, like thumbs up. All right, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you all the next time, okay? All right. Bye-bye.